Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome to another Strixhaven, sorry, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms Premier Draft. Been playing quite a bit of Strixhaven before this. This is only like my third draft, so bear with me here. There's still some cards that I've yet to play with, and we're just trying to figure ourselves out here. So, I have Vecna. When it enters, draw a card and lose 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 2, draw a card and lose 2. Okay. Warlock class has been pretty great for me. Purple Worm is pretty good. Can be a 5 mana 8/7. Cloister Gargoyles, very good if you can finish a dungeon. And that is about it for me. Haven't gotten to play with the rare yet, so I'll give it a shot. So, pick 2, we've got Grim Wanderer, Cloister Gargoyle, and some other stuff, Dragon's Fire. I feel that Cloister Gargoyle is going to be kind of where I want to be, just because I'd like to get some life gain going. If I am going to leverage the Eye of Vecna, and the Gargoyle is pretty good once you've completed a dungeon. White is a color that ventures often. Played over the Grim Wanderer. I don't know. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Ooh, another Dragon's Fire. So, Lurking Roper does go into the green-white life gain deck. There's also a Potion of Healing. Charmed Sleep is very good. Dragon's Fire again here. So, does this mean that red is not being taken highly? Maybe. I'm going to try to go with the green-white life gain again. Okay. The Sorcerer is quite good. Warlock class again here. Not my favorite class, but still fine. Spoils is some good green removal. And then Veteran Dungeon here will venture us once. I think I'll take Spoils. Okay. We could be ambushed on the road here. Potion of Healing happen on a glade. Or I could try the rare. Let's go. Let's try it out. Alright, sweet. A purple worm here to add to our greenish deck. We may not end up white after all, but there are some green ways to untap the Roper. If this had reach, it would be extremely good. Alright, so the Ranger's Hawk does venture, but I think Spoils is just really good. It's some removal in colors that generally lack it. There's also a 2 mana 1/2 Death Touch, but I don't really want to waste my pick on that just yet. Alright, the Dawnbringer Cleric is very good in the life gain deck and in general. Better than Blink Dog for me. Okay. Um, Cursed Idol, I guess, over nothing in our colors. The Warlock class coming around is a bit sus, as the kids might say. But I don't mind a Cursed Idol. And then Ambushed on the Road is fine. Prowler can also be annoying if you're on the play. So we will just be kind of a greenish creature deck. And here's the life gainer. So I think we have to take that. Alright. Plate armor has been absolutely back-breaking. I don't know if you've played the format yet, but it seems like every other one of my losses is due to this card. So I'm going to take it. I think it's better than Troll and Unicorn and Cleric and everything else here. I think it's just insane. Um, it's just insane. It turns every creature into a bomb. So it's it's pretty nuts. The 2/2 lifelink, I think, is going to be the pick here over Choose Your Weapon and Delver's Torch. Sylvan Shepherd also worth mentioning. All right, another Cleric. Sure. I think these are very good, and maybe we can take out the Cursed Idol, but the fact that these kill classes, which are extremely popular right now, but we've got no 4-drops, so we could take the Monk. Although I think the Cleric's just a bit better than the Monk. So probably don't need a Cursed Idol. Unfortunately, the Cleric doesn't kill artifacts, but you know, this isn't necessarily that good. Intrepid Outlander is, and so is Null Hunter. Gonna take Intrepid Outlander, I think. 2/3 reach for 2 is pretty good. There's a black dragon here, so whoever's in black is gonna be happy. Alright, the Herd Gorger is some fine top end for our deck that gains us some life, which is something that we care about. And Wild Shape is good too, but I think I'm gonna take the Herd Gorger. Okay, so here over Gorger and Purple Worm, I'm going to take my first Owlbear just to draw some cards. And then we could find the path, which helps us ramp into kind of our top end here. Or we could just play Circle of the Moon Druid. Yeah. Not too high on that enchantment. Ooh, the unicorn wheeled around, so that's awesome. Maybe we get another one here. It doesn't come around, but Sylvan Shepherd does. So the deck's looking good. We have enough life gain to justify the Eye of Vecna, which is awesome. Looking for just some more life gain stuff. And other good cards in green and white. So here we could have the Unicorn or the Gargoyle. This is tough because They both need some work to be good. We've got a good amount of life gain. Could have more. There's also another spoils here. I'm going to take the spoils and try to wheel one of the white 3-drops. Hey, look, a rare white 3-drop? Sure. Venturing can gain us life sometimes. That probably means I want to take out a 3-drop. So we will have to look at that. Okay, and then now there's a Priest of Ancient Lore, which I think I'm going to take over the Devoted Paladin and the rest of the stuff here. So definitely need to cut a 3-drop. I'm going to cut that guy. Maybe the Shepherd has to go as well. Alright, so Null Hunter or Rally Maneuver are the 2 cards I'm looking for. I don't think we have an enchantment to go get with the Cleric, and even if we did, we might not really need to do that. So, Rally Maneuver or Null Hunter. Rally Maneuver is pretty cool. It can definitely be a 2-for-1, but Null Hunter is a sick 2-drop that grows itself. I think we have enough creatures. I think by taking this, I can drop the Ambush. Alright, probably going to pass up the rare just to get another Owlbear. I think Owlbear's just going to perform better than the rare is. We also aren't going to get triple green very often. Wow, Fly coming around pick 6. Interesting. Alrighty, Ranger's Hawk over nothing, but I probably won't play it. Wow, another Trelisara. Heck yes. And another Unicorn. So we just need to be an extremely streamlined life gain deck and kind of cut out all of the extra. We've already got more than enough cards at this point. So this gains life, this gains life, this gains life. Intrepid Outlander does not gain life. Eye of Vecna is definitely cool and powerful, but I don't really want to stare at the eye the whole time. It's a bit creepy. Let's let Nissa lead us to victory here. Alright. So, we've got our life gain cards separated out. Need to make 2 cuts from the cards that do not gain life. I like the spoils as our only real forms of removal. I do think we could try to cut a land here, but we're pretty even on lands. We've got two owlbears that we want to get to, the purple worm, the horgroger, the ranger, so we are doing okay with lands, plus, you know, we can spend 2 every turn to draw. So, how often are we going to venture? Not very often. Cut the gargoyle. I want to cut the Sylvan Shepherd because I think it's pretty weak, but it's one of the only repeatable ways for us to gain life. Does that matter? Um, it's probably not going to be able to attack in very well at all. So I'm going to cut it. We'll see how this goes. Hey, if you stuck through the drafting and the deck building portions and you're here going to watch these games, thank you so much. You are one of the few, the proud, and I would appreciate it if you just took this time to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Not going to keep that. Oh, no. I don't think I should keep this either. So 2 cards have to go. Trellis sounds good, and I guess plate armor. We can maybe win the game with just these 2 cards, so let's go. Obviously would prefer not to draw lands, but I didn't feel comfortable cutting the lands from the hand. Alright, now that we've drawn only lands, things feel quite bad. Wish I'd kept the spoils over a land, obviously. Cool. So do we stay here to block, or do we just hit him for 5? I think we just hit him for 5. Yep, wasn't going to block anyway. Cool. Owlbear's nice. Priest is good. So, if opponent attacks here, just plays a blocker for Owlbear, we got him. If he kills Owlbear, then we don't got him. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yep. Sure. Yeah. that is game. Alright, sweet. We won with 2 cards, basically. Plate armor, again, is just insane. And I think against white decks, you've really, really got to be careful for it. So there's 2 ways to deal with plate armor. The obvious way, destroy an artifact. Red is the best at doing this, but green can also do it with the finding a cursed idol card. Alright, this is sweet. The other way to do it is just to kill every single creature. So, yeah. You're probably winning the game if you do that anyway. But seriously, I've been trying to put that cursed idol card in my deck more and more often just for the plate armor. I could care less about the rest of the equipment, but the plate armor is insanely broken. In limited, by the way. I think in whatever your preferred format is, it's probably fine. Constructed or whatever. But in limited, it's just an insane powerhouse. So, keep up spoils here. Overplaying the unicorn. Sure. The Roper goes really well with the spoils because it's a 3-mana threat that has 4 power. The Bear Monk, Moon Druid is also pretty good at that. I mean, that doesn't even kill him, does it? Like, he had to do that before. He would just be a 4/6 and they just bounce. But I kind of want to use my mana up, so yeah. Another spoils. Alright. We'll get the unicorn out. So, eventually we'll draw lands. And then we'll be able to gain some life. Maybe I should cut the ranger. The 5-drop, and just put in another potion of healing. Opponent's got something. I'd rather not run face first into it. So let's see what he's got. Alright. Can't really attack with the Roper yet. It doesn't untap unless I gain life. Alright, do I want to get rid of Gretchen? She kind of blocks my thing. tough. This is tough. She's also annoying. So let's do it. And I am going to attack now. Because I just feel comfortable and confident that I'm either going to draw a land or draw something that gains life. Nidar gains life. The first venture can gain life. So. I just wanted to put the pressure on now. Sweet. Let's attack. He's got something. Could just be the ability of the thief. Hopefully not a counterspell. Alright, cool. That's good. We can start venturing now. Gain some life, untap our thing. And that's also the Herd Gorger next turn. Sweet. So we've got our own worm. But the Herd Gorger trades with it, too. So if we venture into the aggressive dungeon, maybe we could kill the opponent. Don't really need Dawnbringer Cleric, although if opponent leaves the Roper tapped, then we could want it. Also, we can do it in addition to playing the Venture, so sure. So, opponent probably takes 4. Alright, so that's 3 ventures of damage. So, probably worth it. Hey! Man, if he attacks here? Okay. So does this just win? Or no, we could have untapped the Roper. Duh. And I didn't descend. Okay, opponent just gives up anyway. I mean, we're probably going to win. But I think the move there was gain life, untap Roper, attack. Duh. Well, by no means am I even close to one of the best players in the world. I make mistakes all the time, and I try to call myself out on them as much as possible. I try not to let them get me down. I try to learn from them. But, you know, if you stick with me through the mistakes, then you're one of the real ones, and it's really, really appreciated. You should hit me up on Discord sometime. Send me a private message in YouTube or something like that. Oof, tough choice. I want the Ranger, but double spoils is really good. Although I guess, you know, if opponent plays something with more than 2 toughness, I can't spoil it till turn 6. So, yeah, my name on Steam is Fanny, just like it is here. That comes in tapped. Speaking of mistakes, right? Yeah, that was pretty bad. Hopefully that 2 damage isn't the difference between winning and losing this game. I'm gonna save the priest, as weird as that is. Because it is one of my very few valued life gain triggers. Alright, opponent's Abzan and has all his colors, so definitely a scary one. Okay. So bit of a tough one. I think I have to play either cleric or priest now. And I'm gonna go with priest. So we'll be alright once we get the ranger out. Here we're gonna block the 3-1 if he attacks. Otherwise, guess we could trade. 2-3 is not that scary. That is scary. Oh my gosh. It's not gonna work. If he equips it onto the Outlander, it's gonna have 6 toughness, and there's not gonna be anything I can do about it. I actually can't kill the Outlander at all. So I just have to hope that he doesn't equip it to that one. Well, even on the champion, it's gonna have 6 power, right? Or 6 toughness, so. Not sure what to do. I'll have to get an instant speed spoils next turn. But yeah, blade armor is absolutely backbreaking. Do we want to just trade 2 things right now? I guess we have to. Alright, so he's gonna be incentivized to put it on that next turn. And then we can get him. Probably then he's just gonna move it over. I think I need to save the cleric. Well, we have another one. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Of course. So, target creature can't attack until your next turn sounds good. But I'm 2 away from that. I'm only 1 away from the goblin. The -4 is pretty good too. So let's go down this one. Yeah, that's good. That beats this thing. So, do I want to take one more attack with it? Nah. Let's jump it with the cleric. At least it doesn't trigger pack tactics on its own. So the bullet can be a 7/7 if they equip it. Definitely a bit of a bummer. When it enters Venger, there need 2 more Ventures, and then it can return something with 3 or less. So just more things to equip. Yeah. I didn't realize that Dungeon Descent was only legendary creatures. I think the 2 Trells we have are the only one, or Nidar as well. So we only have 3 creatures that it works with. I mean, it's winning this game for us. Well, it's helping us in this game. But I think in like any other game, it would just be kind of useless. Okay. So he's got some way to affect the outcome of this. There's a lot of +3 going around, so that's why I put the thing in front of it. First strike does mess us up quite a bit. So, is that game over? Probably. I'm not sure what I could draw off the top that would even make an impact here. We've already played our biggest creature. Yeah. Ooh, this gives him vigilance too. This card is good. Just lands all the way down. All right. Good game, opponent. Yeah, I guess I don't want to watch him do this. So let's take out that land. We're just getting so flooded here, and we'll put back in something good. We wanted another potion, I think. I think this is even better than it was before now. Just instead of that land, we'll have another potion to cycle us through to more lands if that's what we need in the early game, or to other cards in the late game, which is a lot better than just a random forest or plains. So now it's my turn to have the plate armor, so I'm gonna keep. Yeah, that one's a bit annoying with it, to be honest, because they'll just like tap it down every turn. Hopefully the cleric destroying Charmed Sleep or Ray of Frost is going to come in here. So I think I'm going to hold. Alright. In that case, I kind of do have to play a threat right now. So let's go. We have another one. Opponent can't tap down two things. Alright. That's a cool mythic, bro. He doesn't have any instants or sorceries in his graveyard yet. So I could get him with Rally Maneuver here, but we'll just go in. And then next turn spoils. So now that he's in red, he can double up a removal spell or something like that. And then after he casts 4, he can bring it back. Interesting. This adds mana. So he can tap my thing down. Or no, it's got ward, right? So the ward is actually saving us from the tap here. Another dungeon map. I think dungeon map is way better than the land. Alright, now he can't copy things, and we can hit him. Let's go down the aggressive dungeon. Because we want to end this game. If he uses rope on the Outlander, I can then move the armor over. Hit him again. If he does nothing, he's dead. If he just ventures, he could gain a life. Okay. Got anything else? I could have gone for the priest, which could have maybe drawed me the correct land for Trell, but if this gets in for 4, we're in business. I just need one more venture to win the game. Or, well, I guess he will discard a card. Still hasn't cast really anything. And he can't target the cleric. So rally maneuver is going to get him here. Or at least get the dragon. Is that fine? Do it pre-combat. He has to block. And then it triggers pack tactics. Oh, you're not telling me the -1 comes into play there? You've got to be kidding me with that one. Oh, man. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? Come on, game. I guess it's right, but, you know, negative usually just means 0 for everything else. I feel you, though. Opponent didn't have anything. Alright, cool. So you can't control this. It's plate armor. It's incredibly hard to control. We didn't even play. We had a whole grip of cards we could have played. The priests and the Trell and everything. If we had had a little bit more land, we would have been playing them, but all you need is +3/+3. Sure, so this is the situation, the exact situation. We're going down to 16 lands and adding the Potion of Healing. And I think even if we didn't draw this land, we would have been happy. The chances would have just been really good, so. Steadfast Paladin is gas here. But 2/2 lifelinkers for 2 are pretty good. So I guess just throw out the unicorn. If we attack, opponent will trade. Do we want that? I mean, I'd rather him not make a 1/1 flyer. Those can get annoying. I think he has to trade. Which is good for us, and he just traded down on mana. Now, hopefully plays a 3/3 expecting to block, and then we will just throw out our priest. Does nothing. Just gonna go for it anyway. Alright. Would be nice to get a land. That's a bit of a bummer. Maybe we should have attacked first. But I really wanted to draw that card. Here we go. Let's just get the unicorn back out. Just a 4/3. Sure. I'd like for opponent to play a blocker. Okay. No stick. So I feel pretty safe doing this. Sweet. Opponent thought he was the aggro deck for a second there. We need to show him how wrong he is. Cool, no scry. So no guarantee that it's not just 2 lands. Opponent is looking at our card. Okay. Just dropping the big boy. Again, opponent thought he was the aggro deck for some reason. Not sure why. It's a bit embarrassing, actually. Let's make sure to correct him here. Do we think his last card is a counterspell? Meh. Let's just play it safe. He's got something. We can spoils or draw. Okay. Oh, you only need 1 to sack this. For some reason I kept thinking it was 2. So we can just do this end of turn for the unicorn. I think the game may be over at this point. Yep. So far, we are smashing through our opponents with our 3 spoils. I think taking those spoils over the other relevant cards came in super handy because we didn't end up with any white removal spells, so we're relying totally on the spoils as our only form of removal. And they're also an absolute beating on the play. Similar to how Mono Green in Standard utilizes the Blizzard Brawls and the other fight spells to keep the board clear. It just allows us to get in with our 2/1s and things where we normally wouldn't be able to. Okay, so this hand is amazing, but I need to draw a white on my first draw. I'm going to go for it. So, not looking good, but as long as the opponent isn't hyper aggressive, we should be fine. I say summoning into a Nadar next turn. Hello. So, what do we do? Spoils attack? Nah. Gets back planar ally. So the spoils are going to go onto that. Ventures into the value dungeon, so it's going to be a while before he completes it. And that is our Lifegain. So I'm going to be a super greed lord here. But I think when opponent taps out for planar ally, and I kill it with spoils again, or just gain the life, or do both. And watch him crumble. Ooh, that's like a perfect answer, isn't it? So is this. Opponent has to chump, go down to 1. We've got 3 lethal attackers and a purple worm next turn. Alright. So we would probably lose Trell, but we'd still keep the unicorn, and we could get in for 1 more. Right? So, not sure why he was doing the preemptive good games. Like, I don't know. Sometimes that gets me a little bit. So, still wanted to play a bit cautious, but I guess he saw the writing on the wall. We are 5-1 with eyeing Lifegain. Still haven't drawn Eye of Vecna at all, except for right before I lost the game. So, not sure how good it is, but I do know how good this hand is with any land. Nice. Alright, Kreidel versus Trell. Two of the signpost uncommons for each guild or color pair from the set. So the green-white life gainer, and then the black-blue Saboteur. So interesting that he didn't equip Kreidel. He could hit me for 2 with 1 life gain and 1 scry 1 every turn, which is pretty great. But yeah, okay. But you could have just equipped it. Alright. Well, thanks. I really didn't want to draw a ranger. Let's draw spoils. Alright. Yeah. This will have to do. Guess I should still keep it back, but I just want to be aggressive. Cool. Didn't want a roper. Thanks. I'll take a plains or a spoils. Those are the only things I really want. So, let's just scry. Nadar is cool. But I've got other stuff I'm doing. I just want lands now. Dragon Turtle. Alright, so this may be a loss here just because we can't be the aggro deck right now. And the unblockable Kreidel is going to be a problem. We really need to get the spoils out of the way. for Crydle, and then Dragon Turtle is now the problem. But we do have big things that can fight it. So normally we'd be putting down an owlbear here, but we've just been absolutely screwed on our lands. He didn't attack. That's good. Can't play second Trell, obviously. So let's just suit up our cleric. We could get this attack in, but it also blocks Dragon Turtle, so let's keep it back. Really struggling on lands, obviously. Maybe the right move was just to go for the potion to try to draw the other land, but I don't want to take too much damage next turn. He can of course make the turtle unblockable in 2 different ways, so we are still taking quite a bit of damage. So maybe we should have just attacked. But then, if he has to spend his mana making things unblockable, then he can't develop his board, you know? Alright. So we do have another cleric in the deck. And we can't get... we are trying to get 2 creatures out so we can maybe get a rally maneuver or something like that to gain some life. Alright. This is good. Forest. I mean, at this point, yeah, I think it's a little too late. So, all in all, pretty disappointing. We're just going to get tempoed out here due to the lack of lands. And he's going down the aggressive dungeon because he's feeling confident. Now he's milled our land. So. There's the spoils finally. Just a bit of a risky keep for sure. And then it didn't end up working out. That's okay. Or well, no, I think it was... I can't remember what the keep was actually. Regardless, didn't draw a single land. Or maybe just the one land, so... yeah, sure. This is more in line with what the deck has been doing the entire time. We've only got 1 life left. So, I'm going to need to try our best here. Opponent's feeling good. White-blue venture with good stuff. Our 2-3 lines up pretty well, though. We'll start dropping our unicorns in preparation for a Lifegain trigger. Okay, so do we go... we could destroy wizard class now because opponent does seem to be stumbling on lands. I'd really like to draw a land first. So this is a bit greedy. works out. Owned. Now, even if he does get the third land, he can't divination his way into more lands. No, I'm good. I'm good right now. Nice. Alright, let's get one more unicorn out there. Then we'll swing next turn. Again, I'm good. I'm good. Alright. So we can do that at instant speed. We can also spoils at instant speed. Let's go. We are going to gain a life. The opponent says no. He can't handle it. Oh no. Alright, 6 and 2, so we're on the final boss with 1 life left. This draft has been going pretty well. I've been pretty happy with the amount of life gain payoffs that we've gotten. I would have loved an Innkeeper or Druid class, but I feel like we've gotten enough triggers to make the deck function. We've got a playable hand, so we're going to keep it. Opponent mulligans. So, Potion into Nadar and despoils a rally is obviously the lineup that we have. Nadar is going to go for the 4-step dungeon, the Phandelver. Okay, Outlander over Potion here, which makes Rally really good the turn after this. I believe the Maleeson can just hit me, which is annoying. So certainly need to get spoils out for that. Maybe opponent taps out and we spoils next turn just to get rid of the Maleeson. Malazan. Yeah, I can't be having that. Nope, that is not gonna fly. Sorry, dude. Sure, hit me for 3. Alright, they're definitely the aggro deck. They went first, and we had to lose a bit of tempo there. But as long as we don't see that freaking card that copies itself when it rolls or whatever, I think we could be okay. Sure. I'm really looking for a good rally maneuver next turn to maybe get a 2-for-1. Aggressive. cool. Alright. Opponent certainly has a large board. But I think going for the 2-for-1 now is going to be worth it. Maybe I should have. Well, I don't know. Alright, so let's give this one first strike, this one lifelink. And then probably draw a card. I'll chump 3 damage here. Oh, Roper's good. So, Unicorn. Sweet. I think we're in a much better position than we were the other turn. Alright, so opponent can't do anything, and we are hitting with gas now. So let's go ahead and just swing in with the Roper this turn. Well, yeah, sure. We'll trade Roper for Valor Singer. Okay. Opponent doesn't want to go for it. We drop a 7/6. Okay. It's looking good here. We've got a big worm coming up too. Alright, we have all of our things. No need to play anything. We'll just watch the opponent explode. Alright, so it's been a great 7-2 run with green-white life gain. The deck has certainly popped off, and I think besides some games where we were flooded or screwed, everything went well, and I really liked taking out the land, and it seemed to pay off. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, love ya. Peace.